Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to something that I feel like I haven't done in ages. So nice to see you all. I haven't done a face cam video in what feels like, honestly it's been months. I can't remember the last time I did a face cam video. It was probably for some kind of trailer reaction. But yeah, I am super excited about today because we're finally getting the Life and Death expansion pack trailer. And I am so hyped. I've been looking forward to this since they did the roadmap way back at the beginning of September. And I even got out my little like homemade crochet like witch's hat that my sister made for me. It even has a little spider on the end of it. And I am so excited. I know this pack probably isn't like witches related, I'm guessing, since we already have spellcasters. But the roadmap itself was a bunch of tarot cards, and if you know me, if you follow me over on Twitter, you know I'm into all kinds of like occult stuff and tarot and witchcraft and all of that stuff. So this, like, even just the roadmap was so up my alley. I'm so excited. But yeah, I did not watch the premiere of this trailer when it first came out like half an hour ago. But I haven't seen it. I haven't been on Twitter, I haven't checked it out or anything like that yet. So we're going to go ahead and watch the trailer together for the first time. This is my first time seeing it. So yeah, you guys are getting to see all of my live reactions. But I am so excited, and hopefully once this trailer is done, they will have some blog posts out as well that I can go ahead and take a look at. But first off, let's go on ahead and check out the trailer. Okay, so here we are. We're about to start the trailer, and I am wearing different headphones than usual. I'm just wearing wireless ones right now, like mobile headphones, because my usual headset obviously wouldn't work with the hat. So if I'm talking a little bit differently, it's because everything sounds a little bit different and I can hear a lot more background noise than I usually would be able to. But let's go on ahead and check out this trailer. I'm thinking of I have the desktop audio muted, so you guys won't be able to hear it. Unfortunately, I'm just doing that to avoid any copyright issues. So I'll put some other music over top of it. Obviously, if you want to check out the trailer with the original audio, then go on ahead and check out the link in the description. Obviously, I'll have it all linked. But yeah, let's get this started. So, okay, already seeing a bunch of new like cast items, obviously a new world, and I am freaking out. We have birds now. I see some specters in the background. Tarot! There's actual freaking tarot cards! Oh my. Beautiful world. Like, I love the world. We'll get back to all of like the frame by frame. That's a funeral. These are funerals. That's a wool. Oh my word, that's a wool. I'm guessing those are like the kids that are all arguing about their wool, like their dad's wool and stuff. I'm guessing. Oh, is that a new? I don't think that's an aspiration. Like maybe it's a quest? Or are they like adding different kinds of like aspirations? They're a little bit different. It doesn't look like the usual aspiration system is what I'm trying to say. Is that cross-pack compatibility, or is that like... Oh, they're remembering like all of their memories with their dad. Oh, that's so cute. I love the graveyards. This is such a weird thing to say, but I love the graveyards. My morbid side is coming out. Embrace what's next. Like reincarnation. Oh, so the Grim Reaper, I know I said I muted the audio, so the Grim Reaper basically just talked about that sim and how they, like, he didn't master his ghostly powers, but he did complete his unfinished business. So that is so cool. To be continued gameplay trailer on the 17th. Okay, so we're getting a gameplay trailer, obviously. And again, we're doing the whole early purchase things. Of course we are. By December 12th. Oh, a little music box, a mask, and then another family portrait. I think that family portrait probably functions like the one that we already have in the base game. That was part of some kind of like event or something. Okay, so yeah, that is basically everything. I think there is, I'm hoping there will be a blog post. I don't think it's out yet, but I will check back in just a second. But first off, I want to go through the trailer and pause because I feel like there was so much that I missed. I got a little bit caught up with some of the things. Now, from what I could see, obviously we don't know anything about it yet. We don't know anything about the gameplay systems or anything like that. It does feel a little bit weird if all we're getting is like funerals. Like, I don't know if is it going to be like a functional funeral event, like, you know, like weddings are with My Wedding Stories. I mean, I like that. I love that. I feel like the funerals that we saw were like quite different. Some of them were a little bit different from the other ones, which I really do like. I love the fact that we can now have proper graveyards as well. That's my totally morbid side coming out, but I love a pretty graveyard. And obviously the world is beautiful. It's another kind of European-esque looking world, if I'm being completely honest. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And I'm guessing we're following this, you know, this sim and his kids, obviously. I love the fact that there are tarot cards. I don't know if I'm hoping that the tarot cards aren't restricted to a particular table, like the paranormal fortune telling table is. Not fortune telling, the seance table. I'm hoping that it's not restricted to just being functional on a specific table. I'm hoping that it's something that your sims can carry around with them in their inventory and use wherever. And this kind of looks like, obviously this sim looks like she's, you know, like basically doing tarot readings for, I'm guessing, her family. And that's really cool. There's a little specter back there as well. Now, specters like that came with the paranormal stuff pack. So I don't know if this is supposed to be a nod to cross-pack gameplay, or if this is something that they're adding in this pack as well, in which case, I don't know how I feel about that, because we already have it in another DLC. So yeah, that's a little bit, I'm not sure about that. And there was another thing that I saw, I can't remember what it was, that also reminded me of like other cross-pack gameplay. I know I mentioned it. But now this is quite interesting to me, because obviously this sim is currently passing away in his sleep. He's old, he's passing away in his sleep, and his family is gathered around. So I don't know if there's a new system for sims, like, you know, once they get older and once they get close to their time, maybe they tend to stay in bed more. Like, sims will know that it's coming, if that makes sense. And I don't know if that's a new thing that's going to be like included in this, or maybe that sim was sick or something and, you know, he's been in bed and they knew the time was coming, or what. But that's something I'm really curious about. Now, this is another little shot of the world that we got, and like I said, giving me a lot of European vibes. I'm being completely honest. Nothing revolutionary. It's pretty. Obviously, all of the Sims worlds recently especially have been very, very pretty. I love the architecture style. I love some of the bold items that I could see, and the windows and doors and stuff like that. But this is basically looking like Windenburg. I love the fact that there's like a little castle back there. That's probably not part of the actual world, I'm guessing. It's just like scenery, but it looks cool. So yeah, it is giving me very European vibes, not gonna lie. Definitely reminds me of Windenburg, of Brightchester, and, you know, places like that. So it's not super, it's nothing revolutionary, I guess I will say. But it's pretty. Like, I love the way the world looks. I love, like I said, the items that I saw. And now this is one of the first pictures that we got, or like shots that we got of like a funeral. I'm guessing this is probably for the Sims wake, or one of them. Anyway, this is another version of it. And I love the fact that there's, you know, you can see pictures of the departed Sim, and, you know, there's a little pulpit for making, you know, for like giving eulogies, all of that stuff. And I love the artwork as well. I love all of the tarot art in this. I am freaking out. I love that. Also, I love the like furniture items. I feel like, again, this pack is a little bit weird in the sense where we have a lot of like older looking items. Like the architecture is all a little bit older, like this one, like a little bit more on, I don't know if that's supposed to be gothic or what, but like it's all like old stone, old woodwork, old, you know, older styles. And then we have items like these that are giving me a lot more modern art deco vibes for some reason. And I don't know how well that is going to mesh together when you combine it with like just the base game, for example. I feel like if you have other packs, it will probably be a lot easier to work with. But yeah, I'm curious to see how all of the items work together, because for me personally, I don't usually tend to combine super modern things like this with older things. That's just not how my brain works. But I'm really curious to see what I can do with this and what other people can do with it as well. Now, this is another little funeral shot of a different like setup. Again, the artwork in this is just gorgeous. And I like the fact that they can actually like pay their respects by the coffins and, you know, do various things like that. They can give eulogies. And this is something that was really interesting to me. So I'm guessing these are obviously his 3 children. And I'm guessing that's his will. So, you know, they're thinking about money. This definitely looks like some sort of like will reading thing. And I'm guessing he left all of his things to, I'm assuming, his youngest child, because they don't look happy at all. Yeah, so they're all fighting, and, you know, she's just trying to remember the happy times with her dad and, you know, all of that things. Maybe, I think it looks like she's thinking about bringing him back or something like that. Yeah, Liv's bucket list. Oh, okay, so it's not an aspiration. I was wondering about this. I didn't read the whole thing when I watched it the first time. So I'm guessing this isn't an aspiration, it's a new feature. So it's like with, you know, character values and the fame feature of Get Famous. This is a bucket list. So find the well of longing and regret. It's soul's journey. So I'm guessing, you know, if, you know, your sim completes all of this, they can die happy, basically, which is really cool. I wonder if your sims can actually pick those, if you can pick them, like you can pick traits or stuff like that. You know, spend a day outside is another one probably on her bucket list. Have an otherworldly adventure. Fair enough. And, you know, swim in that pond that turns your sim into a ghost, apparently. And yes, scare the living, all of that stuff. So, oh, she wanted to reconnect with her family. That's cute. So, yeah, I'm guessing, I wonder if those things are things that you can pick for your sims. Like, if you can pick it the way you can pick, you know, careers and traits and all of that stuff. Or if it's something that gets randomly assigned or generated, like when your sims go through a midlife crisis. Or if it's something that's dependent on your sims' aspiration or their traits. You know, like the reconnecting with family. If your sim absolutely hates children and is a total loner and doesn't care about any sort of family, like family interactions or anything like that, even if they have a big family, they won't want to reconnect with their family, because why would they? So I'm wondering if things like traits or, you know, favorites and like likes and dislikes will have an impact on that, or whether it's all just random. Now, this is something that I'm really curious about, if that's a fountain or what. Now, this is the other thing that I was wondering, if this is cross-pack gameplay, like with Realm of Magic, or if this is something totally different and they're just using a similar archway system. Because this sim is now dressed up as the Grim Reaper. She was playing in that. I don't know what that is. But there's also a lot of other Grim Reapers around, so maybe Is this like some sort of Grim Reaper training thing? Like, why do I feel like this is some sort of like Grim Reaper training program? It looks like, you know, the sim is researching stuff. You know, that sim back there has a dead person that, I don't know if they're practicing reaping souls. And like, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Either that or this is some very weird cosplay club or something. I mean, it could be a secret society cult thing as well, I guess. That could work. But I'm getting training program vibes. So, yeah, it looks like she's, what, going through the portal. And then there's suddenly this shot of her reaping a soul with the Grim Reaper in the background. So that's why I'm feeling like training program vibes. Like she's training how to be a Grim Reaper, or she's helping out the Grim Reaper. So yeah, this is weird. Quit that job. Okay, so she doesn't want to be a Grim Reaper anymore. And yeah, she's just remembering all of her memories with her dad, which is really cute. I love this, like, I know obviously that's all probably just cinematic stuff, but I still like the little storytelling aspect. And I'm guessing that's her a little bit older, walking through a bunch of different graveyards. I love the graveyards. Like, I am obsessed. I love the fact that we now have functional graveyards. It makes me so happy. And yeah, the sim is cleaning off the little plaque of the name. Oh, she's going and she's remembering her dad. And then he's showing up and, you know, I'm guessing that's his, like, final wishes or life goal or unfinished business that's finally completed. But yeah, that is really, really cute. I love that. And I know it sounds weird to say that it's cute. But yeah, so gameplay trailer on the 17th. So I'm really excited about this, you guys. Obviously, there were a lot of things that I didn't pause and point out, like, you know, various build items or creator sim items. I'll probably go through this a little bit more in detail later on when I have some more time and when I can really sit down and just focus on it and don't have to be recording if I want to, like, really zoom in and take a look at everything. But I'm really excited about this. It does look cool. Like I said, I'm not sure about if it's worthy of being an expansion pack, and I'm saying that knowing full well that we haven't seen everything about it yet. We haven't seen all of the gameplay. We haven't seen how all of the features work or anything like that. This is purely like first impressions. And I know always first impressions from the announcement trailers are never like, they never give us the full picture of a pack. It doesn't happen. They can't do that. It's just not how it works. So there's a lot of questions that I have. I want to know how all of the features work. I want to know if some of the things that I thought were cross-pack gameplay, if they actually are, or if it's like some sort of new feature. Obviously, I want to know more about the whole bucket list thing because that sounds really cool. But if that is the only feature that we have, like the bucket lists and then like funeral events, it does feel a little bit weird having this as a whole expansion pack. But I don't know, maybe like obviously they showed us some tarot cards. They showed us like at the end the Grim Reaper was talking about having Sims having like unfinished business and, you know, fulfilling their ghostly, like maxing their ghostly powers or something like that as well. So I'm really curious to know more about that. I have a lot of questions, basically, is what I'm saying. I want to know more about this. I want to go ahead and check out and see if there is a blog post and check out the blog post. And also, I want to see the gameplay trailer. I want to know more about this. So on the 17th, I will probably do a gameplay trailer overview. But let's go on ahead and let me go and see if there is a blog post out yet. Okay, never mind. I was feeling a little bit hopeful that the blog post would be out by this point, but it isn't, and it's been almost an hour since the trailer has released, and I need to get this edited. So yeah, we're not going to go ahead and check out the blog post, but as soon as the blog post is out, usually they put out like a key features post with like all of the key features of a pack, and then they also usually put out a like blog post telling us a little bit more about some of the features before we get like the gameplay stuff. So yeah, there isn't one out just yet, but as soon as it is out, I will put a link down in the description. Obviously, I will have the original trailer link down below as well if you want to go ahead and check that out with all of like the original audio, all of that stuff, and without me like reacting and pausing and all of that stuff. So yeah, definitely go ahead, check that out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Like I said, I haven't been on Twitter yet, so I haven't seen what the community's reaction to this has been yet. And I'm kind of nervous about that, mostly because of the things that I did bring up about, you know, whether this feels like an expansion pack depending on what the features are. Obviously, we haven't seen all of them. We haven't seen all of like the details around the features and how everything works. But we also don't know a lot about the world yet, like the size. Like I said, it does feel like another European inspired world. I think I saw someone saying it might be like Romanian inspired, maybe. But yeah, we'll have to see when we find out more about it. But yeah, I'm really excited about this pack nonetheless. It does feel a little bit like, not macabre, but yeah, macabre, but in a good way. It feels perfect for like October, and it definitely like gives us some things that The Sims has been missing as well, because it is supposed to be a life simulation game. And I feel like I love the way that The Sims always puts a little spin on things that would usually be super sad. But I'm really curious to see what they do with this. And I love the kind of occult vibe to all of it as well. Like all of the crows and having like the Grim Reaper and all of the magical aspects to it as well. I'm really excited to see more about that. So yeah, definitely, like I said, right up my alley. But let me know what you guys thought about this trailer, and if you're excited about this pack. What are your favorite things that you've seen so far? What are you hoping that they will include? How do you hope that the what do you call it, like the bucket lists thing will work? Or how do you hope that the funerals will work? And what do you think it will be like? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I always like gathering inspiration and ideas and suggestions way before I actually start on it. But if you guys have any suggestions for things that you would like to see me build with this pack once I get my hands on it, let me know down in the comments below. As well as, I just want to put a little reminder here that I do have a creator code for the EA, like I'm part of the EA creator code, like support the creator program. So I do have a code that you can use when you buy any Sims 4 pack on the EA app or on the Sims website. And it's just my name, it's just Chrissie, and you put that in at checkout, and by doing that you directly support me and the channel. By the company actually gives me a small percentage of the sale, so it doesn't make the packs cheaper for you, but I still receive a small percentage of the money. So that is something that's a really nice way to support me and the channel. And I just wanted to bring that up with, you know, a lot of people will probably be pre-ordering this expansion. You can still use my code if you pre-order something. So yeah, if you want to do that, feel free to use my code. And also, like, obviously the new kits came out a couple of weeks ago. If you want to use them for that, or any other packs or bundles or anything like that on the EA app or on the like Sims website, go ahead and do that. And I really do appreciate it a lot. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all in my very next video. Bye everyone.